Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's lesson about probably the single most important thing that you can know as a technician. Okay, one of the most fundamental truths about trading that a lot of people don't actually know. Just want to say hello to everyone that's watching this live. If you wouldn't mind, hit the like button so I know you're watching this live, or if you come later, want to say hi, just leave a comment or hit the like button. I hope you had a great day and a great weekend, and welcome again to tonight's lesson. The most fundamental thing about stock trading or about stocks in general is that they can correct through time, is that they can only correct through time or through price. This is so important because if you know this, then you know there are essentially only two patterns to trade, to look for. Only two patterns exist. What are they? Sideways bases and breakouts and pullbacks. That's it. Stocks can only correct through time by going sideways or through price by pulling back. No other way. No other way. So if that is the truth, which it is, then there are only truly two patterns to look for: breakouts and pullbacks. Everything else is a subset, right? Everything else should be a subset of these two patterns. Now, which one of the two do you think I usually prefer? Do I like pullbacks or do I like breakouts? To tell you the truth, I think pullbacks have better odds than breakouts. Breakouts are easily recognizable. The pattern is easily recognizable and can fail quickly, right? Breakouts is a momentum pattern, so if buyers don't step up and buy it, it can easily collapse, can fail. But breakouts and breakdowns are also indicative of strength. If a stock runs up a lot and doesn't even pull back at all, corrects by going sideways, usually waits for the moving average to catch up, the 20-period moving average. If after rallying $2, $3, $4, $5, it cannot even pull back, what does that tell you about the stock? It is really, really bullish. Does that make sense? So that's the one thing I like about breakouts. And my favorite pattern of all time is called the bleed. I dropped a link in the description of the video to an old video of mine that I did about, again, my favorite pattern of all time. I call it the bleed because the stock bleeds sideways into a moving average. See this? And notice how tight the base was on PCG. It had a big gap, unfortunately. I wish it was, it gapped here, 10% gap, 15%, 20%. It gapped 50% almost. So it really didn't go anywhere today. If it had trended today nicely, I would have made a killing. I actually still did okay today on PCG. I think all my P&L, all my profit came from the PCG. But I just wanted to show you the pattern, which is the bleed. The stock went sideways into the decline 20 and then broke down. What a beauty! What a beauty! Loved it, but I messed up the exit. Got distracted for a second, and all it takes when the stock is dropping hard, all it takes is just 1 second, right? In 1 minute, it went from the low of the day, which was, I think, 778, yes, 7 to 814. I got filled at 811 on the way out. So I screwed up the exit. I was up $8,800. And I ended up with 7K, which is very nice. But again, I was up $8,800. Everything else was small because I didn't focus on anything else. And a lot of things, including the market, didn't really go anywhere today. So this was the moneymaker for me. I did call the CWEN also in the room, short. Let's see how that did. And it's just the bleed also. Not as tight, but here it is. Short under 1450 was an official call in the black room. Under 1450, stop over 1462, I believe. There it is, 1462. Covered half at 1438, I think, and then the back half at the end of the day. 1430. Now it didn't move very much, but still made 400 bucks. And then I had another 460 on the TLRD, and then the rest just lost a little bit of money. Overall, pretty nice day, but it all came from the PCG. The two things that I want you to, the two takeaways from this video is stocks can only correct through time or price, right? If you know that, then you know that there are essentially only two patterns to look for: pullbacks and breakouts. Everything else is a subset, right? Would be a subset. And the other thing I want you to know is this, which is my favorite pattern of all time, and that's why I dropped a link in the description of this video to an old video of mine that I did on specifically on the bleed pattern, where I went over the requirements, what it looks like, went over a bunch of examples. So be sure to check it out. The earnings season officially started today with Citibank reporting, and this is when I make the big money, during earnings season. So if you're interested in joining me as a if you're a day trader, join me in the strategic day trader room, which is formerly known as the black room. If you're a swing trader, I actually swing trade earnings. I get on them before they report, and I do very well trading earnings every quarter. Check out the strategic swing trader program. I also dropped the link for that in the description of the video. If you found the video beneficial or helped you in any way, shape or form, let me know. Hit the like. Feel free to go crazy on the like button. I'm kidding, but let me know. And if you have any questions, reach out to any of us at T3. With that, I hope you have a great evening and a great week ahead. Thanks so much, everybody.